Oh. Whoopsie daisy. Started it out by putting baby in the corner. There we go. Let me move over a bit. Unfortunately, I am going to have to go ahead and check my audio because I can't have nice things in this world without being hypervigilant. Sounds like we're good. Check my audio. And boom. Let's get into it. So I don't have the greatest game plan for today. It's Friday, so we're going to have a chill stream. I had some ideas. Maybe we'll do a tier list. So I have the software open for a tier list potentially. But I also have my camera with me at work today. It's so funny whenever I bump something on my desk or do something bad with the audio, because it sounds like those deep fried audio compilations on, not audio compilations, but the deep fried compilations online. It's just so funny. Maybe I'll play it round two because I have my personal lav mics in there. So I have a Canon EOS RP. What I did was I looked at my sister's engagement photos on my phone, and I got what the photographer who took her engagement photos got. Because my sister's engagement photos were taken by one of her best friends. So I trusted the vibe. I trusted her choice. But so we've been doing some video stuff for work. And I've been editing. I've talked a little bit about editing multicam. And we have a work camera, but then sometimes I bring in my personal camera so we can do an A cam and a B cam. And the worst possible thing ever is trying to match the two camera, like the coloring in each shot. And I thought I fixed my camera last time. Like I thought I fixed the camera settings and made them more neutral so that it was going to be easier to match the cameras, but I didn't. So I may dork around on it today and see. I've been shooting in 4K, 23.98 frames per second. So my settings are, I have like a picture style, it's called. And I have it set to neutral because I found someone online that said that's the way to do it. And then he suggested I turn the saturation all the way down. Yeah, and then the contrast, lower the contrast. I have sharpness, strength, and then color tone too. And those are the settings that I can kind of affect to see. But it kind of doesn't do much. I also forgot, I played with my settings a little bit when I saw my sister and met her dog. So I took little cute photos for her. Here, I'll show you. I think she would be okay with me showing you her dog. I won't show you my sister, but I'll show you her dog, a little puppy. I'm a puppy nephew, or I have a puppy nephew. So cute. So cute. Wow. I do think too, I need to dig in on this particular camera model because I know what these pictures look like on my phone. And looking at them on the screen right now, they're a bit different. Look how cute. Oh my God. Can you kind of see? That's my puppy nephew. So cute. He's teeny tiny. This is kind of not all it's cracked up to be. Playing with these camera settings isn't very entertaining. I guess that's playing with fire a little bit. Oh, also I don't think that would work. Maybe it would. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna no, because I won't be able to monitor. Hold on. I'm thinking through something. So, I have these little right? Because then, yeah, all that does is it makes it longer. I bought myself these little lav mics to have in my personal kit. And I haven't ever played with them. I have played with them, but I haven't ever like gotten the best quality out of them. Because I was just shooting directly with the camera at the time and I wasn't doing a lot of troubleshooting, and there was buzzing in the footage I got. But I haven't really had time to play with them since. Sorry, I'm digging through my desk drawer right now to see if I have another thing that turns a headphone jack like this into like a guitar amp sized jack. I know there's like absolutely probably technical names for all these things, but I get by pretty well describing the thing that I need. Because I know my headphones came with one. I know I have one. And I'm pretty sure y'all, hold on, I'm sorry. I know I have one, and I'm pretty sure that the audio monitor that I'm using, like the little red box, we have a Scarlett box that everything is plugged into. And I think that my boss is, I think he had one already plugged in too. Because I'm pretty sure my headphones had one that's screwed on. And that's not what this one is. But I don't know where the one that screws on went. It used to be in my headphone case. But it kind of would be fun to test out another mic, I think. Because this has two places where you can insert a line. Because it has one for a guitar. And I think I could probably plug a lav in. Maybe I'll Google it before I do it so I don't ruin anything. But I don't see why it would do anything. Yeah. It's a bust. Let me see though. Maybe there's one in here. A lot of zipper ASMR going on for you. Hope you're loving it. Yeah, no. Okay. All right, fine. I'm deep in thought right now about other options and ideas. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I guess I should do a tier list because I've subjected y'all to watching paint dry for a little too long. What's a fun thing I could do a tier list for? Should I just pull up the tier list website and see what they have available? That's what I think I'll do. Also, I'm chewing gum pretty boldly today, so my apologies. Tier list. The tier list maker for everything. Ooh. This is kind of funny. Bad, but okay. That one doesn't really make sense. Oh my god. Some of these tier list options are gross. Random character. I think my face is saying a lot. I also forgot I turned my light that I have in here down to like yellow all the way. It's all the way warm. And I feel like you can really tell. This is more of a pink shirt than it looks pretty red right now. Or salmon-y. I don't feel very strongly about any of these tier lists. Oh my god, wait, this is fun. The most exhaustive American chain restaurant tier list. Okay, actually, this is fun. Let's do this. And then, how do I get it to presentation mode? Because I figured that out too late last time. Oh man, this really isn't that exhaustive though. Okay, wait. Man, this is kind of maybe gonna be dumb and annoying. Can you handle that? Wait, I really liked the idea of this though. This website is like overrun by ads though. They have one that's relationship red flags. That would be kind of funny. But I don't know. It's really not that work related. And it feels like it might get personal. So I'm going to steer away from that. Lot of gross ones, like I said. A lot of ones that I just like don't know or care about. Or it's like foods made of potatoes, which is like fine, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like the thing. Cereals. They're telling me this is exhaustive. But I don't feel like it's that exhaustive. Presentation mode. Here we go. Okay, I figured it out. We are gonna do the restaurant one. And let me go ahead and do window capture. Okay, here we go. Fun. We're having fun. Okay, so right off the bat, I guess I should go in order. So I recently learned that Arby's apparently has a really good chicken sandwich. I learned that because apparently Arby's was like big back in the day. My dad was going to have lunch the other day and he was like, "Do you want to come with?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Where are you going?" He was going to Arby's, and that really caught me by surprise because I don't know. You think you know a guy, and then you find out he likes Arby's. I don't know. That's like not a commentary in any way. I just really didn't know that about him. So given that I don't really have Arby's, but I've heard that it's like pretty good, and I do like a chicken sandwich. I guess I'm willing to put that at like C. Burger King. I do not ever have Burger King, but I had it at an airport recently, and every time my dad, like, if he'll go on like a breakfast run and bring home breakfast, instead of saying like, he used to say BK is here, like breakfast is here, but he now sends Burger King memes. So I don't know, I'm talking a lot about my dad today, but Burger King has its place, I guess, and I guess I have more Burger King experience than I do Arby's experience. So I guess I'll put that at B. Church's Chicken, I literally don't know if I've ever had it in my life. Once again, the concept of it, like, I can get on board with a fried chicken. So I don't know. I guess I'm going to put it at C because I just don't know. Dairy Queen, I'm going to go ahead and say B. It's a road trip classic. It's fine. It's great. Whatever. I am an IHOP girl, hard and fast over Denny's. So I'm going to go ahead and put Denny's also at C because I just kind of don't care. I really actually don't like Domino's pizza. It's just like, it really is not my favorite at all. My parents really like it though, so I'll have it sometimes. So that's a C as well. Hard Rock Cafe is camp, and it reminds me of growing up, and it's like a treat, I feel like. Also, you know how there are like t-shirts that are like in circulation as like doing the lawn t-shirts, or like, I don't know, chill around the house t-shirts for like your family? My dad has like an old Hard Rock Cafe t-shirt, so I feel like the logo is super nostalgic for me. I feel like that's B tier. IHOP, love IHOP. Used to go after shows in high school, and my sister and I used to go really late at night. And we would do the like savory sweet split. So I'm gonna go B tier with IHOP. Jack in the Box. I feel like I recently had Jack in the Box and it was pretty good. Again though, kind of don't care about it. I'm gonna actually say that's a C for me. Jimmy John's. I actually don't think I've ever had Jimmy John's. I guess I chose like a bad tier list. I'm sorry. Except I'm excited for some of the things that are on the list. Jimmy John's, I'm gonna go ahead and say C. There's a lot of people in my like sphere of life that like Jimmy John's a lot, so for them I'm gonna give it C tier instead of D. Johnny Rockets, I'm actually going to put this, I'm gonna say S tier. I would go to, there was a Johnny Rockets at the mall where in the city that my grandpa lives in, and there was one year that I was like in Indiana. So there was a summer I was in Indiana for my birthday, and Johnny Rockets was like where I chose to have my like birthday meal because we had gone there enough times growing up and stuff. So Johnny Rockets, again, I feel like a lot of these rankings are nostalgic. That's like how I'm getting there. But yeah, Del Taco actually is going to be an A for me. There was, again, I have a story for everything. the morning after one of my best friends turned, she had a birthday. We did like a breakfast run the next day, except we were in a hurry, and so her brother went and got the breakfast and brought back breakfast tacos from Del Taco. And it was one of the first times ever that I had ever had a steak taco, and it was a breakfast steak taco. And it was so good, and the sauces were so good. So I almost would be willing to put Del Taco at S tier. I don't know if it could ever live up to the memory, but I think that's actually the perfect reason for it to be S tier. Panera Bread. In a lot of cases, it's the most reliable place for me to get a bagel. Because it's kind of like if you don't live, I won't generalize, but I was going to say like kind of sometimes like, at least in my area, we don't have a lot of good bagel places. And there kind of aren't that many. I don't know. Like I've kind of lived a long drive from any like local bagel shops for a while. So Panera is kind of the place to go because we don't have any Einsteins around either. And so those are like the big bagel chains, but I haven't been able to find a good bagel shop. So also, I mean, I love a panini. Panera is so expensive. It's gotten so expensive for no reason though. So I guess that's B tier for me, honestly. Cane's, I'm going to go ahead and say is A tier. It has its place. Sparrow, I kind of don't know if I've ever had Sparrow. It's like food court pizza though, right? I think my mom really liked it growing up. So I'm going to put that in C tier just because I don't know. Texas Roadhouse. It's nostalgic. I'll go B tier. Whataburger is going to go ahead and be A tier for me. Like, I'm going to put, like, the most consistent fast foods probably on A tier is where they're going to end up. White Castle, I feel like I've maybe had it once. I grew up hearing of it. Like, it was, like, very much a fast food place that my parents would go when they were kids. And so I've kind of heard, like, I don't know, like, neither of them really liked it, I don't think. And so I just, like, would hear I think my dad may have liked it and my mom thought it was gross. So, but I'm going to put it at B. At one point, I can't really remember why. I, like, drew my friend and, like, put his head on the White Castle logo. It was cute, though. The color scheme matched and everything. But I could not tell you why I did that. Smoky Bones Bar and Fire Grill. Never heard of it. Gonna go ahead and say D tier. Papa John's Pizza. There's that moment in Secret Life of Walter Mitty where it's actually one of my favorite moments in cinematic history because I find it deeply relatable on a level where the mom goes, "Oh my God, and you were working at Papa John's when you lost your father. That must have been really hard for you." And Ben Stiller's character, Walter Mitty, is like, "What? No, honestly, Mom, I didn't even think about that. I blah, blah, blah. I hadn't even made that connection till now, blah, blah, blah." And like, just like the mom making it that deep and like being like, I don't know, just overthinking it and trying to like sympathize. And it's like just too much. Like, I feel like I probably do that a lot and it's probably annoying. So for that reason, I will give Papa John's a C. It's pizza. Is this on the list? My favorite like takeout pizza like that is, I don't want to say it if it's on the list. I'm going to get to it and be able to rate it. But I'm not seeing it. It's Little Caesars. I am a Little Caesars apologist. I love it. It's just like, you have to have a good bad pizza. Like, wherever you're gonna, inevitably, I feel like pizza, when you order pizza from like Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, and Little Caesars, inevitably it's going to be like it's not going to be like the best pizza you've ever had. So picking the right bad pizza to me is like so important, and I don't know, I love Little Caesars. Also, $5 hot and ready. I don't know what to tell you. 99, never heard of it. Love the horseshoe logo. Gonna go ahead and put it D tier anyway. A&W has always weirded me out because it's like, what do you mean you're like a root beer place? And like, but you know what? A&W is such a reliable place to stop for, like, there's always like a Taco Bell A&W or a blah 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 A&W. A&W Long John Silver's, which I see Long John Silver's is on this list too. And that's a reliable, clean bathroom to stop at on a road trip. So for that reason, I'm gonna go. No, B tier's too deep. C. We'll go C. Applebee's. I've been to Applebee's like twice. It's like technically just Chili's, yeah, but I'm not gonna say because I see Chili's on the list. But let me just tell you, I don't feel the same way I do about Chili's, about Applebee's. But Applebee's is Applebee's, so I will say it's B tier. Blimpie, America's Sub Shop. The branding is cute. The name is funny. I've never heard of it. C tier. Bob Evans. I have heard of it, but I could not have told you it was a restaurant. D tier. Bojangles. Once again, fun name. Branding's weird. Never heard of it. Gonna go D tier. Boston Market. C tier, I guess. My only exposure to it is like really like seeing their meats in the deli section at a restaurant. Buffalo Wild Wings, or as the people in my high school so lovingly called it, B-dubs. I do like wings, but actually, see, this has just been like all about nostalgia. Before phones, you would go to Buffalo Wild Wings and they had those like little game things. Do you remember that? Like game keyboard, and you could play, it was like Hangman, except it was like you had these little fish lives and a shark would come and eat the fish for every like letter you guessed that you got wrong. So that was always so fun. That was like the main reason I liked Buffalo Wild Wings growing up. Now I bet I could go and find something on the menu that I liked because I really like wings. But I don't know. I guess it's B. Because it's not Cane's Whataburger level in my mind and heart. Carl's Jr. Literally don't know. Gonna say C. Carrabba's. I had Carrabba's for the first time ever recently. And it was fine. My childhood neighbor was our waiter. And he is a sweetheart and a half. It was good to see him. He kind of made the Carrabba's experience for us, though. Like, otherwise, it was kind of like it was just fine Italian, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe this is also opinion based. Like, I know, like, being able to go out to eat is a privilege. And so I'm not trying to, like, you know. But I'm going to go ahead and put Carrabba's at C for me. Okay. Checkers. Oh, I had such high hopes for Checkers. I had a Checkers on a road trip last September, and I like it did not live up to expectations. I'm gonna go C tier. Cheesecake Factory, I'm gonna go B tier. Chick-fil-A, I'm only rating this for the food. God, I could almost go S tier. I'm gonna go A tier. I like their chicken a lot. Basing that literally only on food. We're basing this on food and nostalgia here. Chili's, gonna go ahead and S tier. Remember when I said we'll get back to Chili's? Yeah. I had to fill out this little like quiz when I was a kid for we would have like, it was called Your Friend in Faith at church. And so like it was basically just like an older person in the church that you would like choose as like a mentor, and like they would do things with you and like get you little gifts and stuff. And like I'm sure there was a lot more that happened. Like I'm sure there was like spiritual wisdom imparted to me. But more than anything, lots of wonderful memories. and good vibes. And I remember I put on my questionnaire that Chili's was my favorite restaurant, and my friend and Faith did take me to Chili's. And it was my college roommate's mom. Love her, literally love her so much. Yeah. And the Chili's vibes have gone strong, because I still will send, like if I see TikToks about Chili's, I send them to her daughter, who is one of my best friends. Chipotle, A tier. Once again, just like super consistent favorite fast food places. Cece's Pizza, I would go a lot with my grandma growing up, and I think Cece's is like such good bad pizza. I could almost go A tier, but I haven't had it in forever. I'm gonna go B tier. But like, if my friends were like, do you want to go to Cece's? It would really catch me off guard. Like, it would be unique for us a little bit, but I'd be pretty thrilled and ready. Cookout fresh hamburgers, never heard of it. I like the branding though, so I'll go C. Cracker Barrel. Hold on. Okay. Once again, I was like, my throat's gonna make a weird noise. I was gonna croak. Whoop, sorry. See, I tried to thwart an audio faux pas, and then I make a worse one. Cracker Barrel. I used to go see the Nutcracker every single Christmas season, holiday season, and somehow by accident, we started going to the Cracker Barrel before seeing the Nutcracker. Pun was not intended, but it's so fun and cute. So that's like in my mind, that's like what Cracker Barrel is. So I would say B tier. I feel like I assigned a description for A tier and nothing else, but consistent fast food is going on A tier. And I think I should break that mold, and I think I probably will, judging by the other things I see on the list, but we're not doing it yet. Culver's, I think I've had it, and I think I liked it. If I'm remembering it correctly, I think they have good ranch, and they have crazy stuff, like southern stuff, like fried okra and like the cheese curds, yeah? So I think I will go A tier with Culver's. I think I've probably only had Culver's once, but I think it was a positive experience. I've never been to Dave & Buster's. I know people love it. C tier. Dunkin' Donuts. I'm gonna go S tier. That's my favorite place to get coffee right now. Like, except for like local or whatever. Firehouse Subs. I've had it. I actually have had it. It was pretty okay. C. I actually would say Firehouse Subs is probably even kill with IHOP. Like, I would say it fits into this category. I wasn't like crazy about it though. Five Guys burgers and fries. It is consistent. Like, it could be A tier, but it's not my favorite, honestly. Like, I'm always happy to oblige when someone wants Five Guys, because it is good. Oh, there is Little Caesars on the list. This is fun. Oh, I think new things are getting added, which is fun. This is good. Freddy's steak burgers, I've had like once, and the other day we were like trying to figure out where to eat, and one of my friends said Freddy's steak burgers, and like the tone he said it in and the quickness with it was so funny. It caught me so off guard that it has that was like a special enough, amusing enough moment for me to like maybe put Freddy's steak burgers at A. Like, for him. I think, did we order from them that night too? I think we did, and I think I liked that the fries were really small. And they had Cajun seasoning on them. So I guess I'll go A tier. It definitely deserves it. Like, if Culver's is A tier, I think Freddy's steak burgers deserves to be up there too. I don't know what this is. I like the look of the F. D tier? Because it's just like, I literally don't even know what it is. So I guess I kind of can't move it up there. Once again, I just feel like I have a story for all these places, but it's like, why wouldn't you? They're like random fast food places in America, or like they're random restaurants in America. Golden Corral. No, it was Luby's. Never mind. I had a friend that I don't know. She had a mom that loved Luby's, and she had the funniest impression of her mom suggesting to go to Luby's, and it's just cutie. So that's what I was thinking, and I was like, that almost makes me want to rank it higher, but I don't know. C. My grandma really likes Golden Corral. Hardee's, never really had it. I've heard of it. Carl's Jr. is C, so I guess I'll put Hardee's at C. In-N-Out. I used to live near an In-N-Out. I'm going to go A tier. Jersey Mike's. Didn't we already sort Jersey Mike's? What did we? Jimmy John's. I mix up Jimmy John's and Jersey Mike's like crazy. So that's going to go C tier. KFC. They're good. Oh my God. I accidentally, that was so scary. C tier for KFC. Krispy Kreme. You ever been to Krispy Kreme? Was it crispy? No. I've had it like once. They do the thing where they give you like a free glazed donut, right? When I had it though, it was kind of like, it was mid. I was really into Enrique Iglesias though, the comedian, as a kid, and he has like a Krispy Kreme joke, I feel like. And so that was my exposure to it, because we didn't have a Krispy Kreme anywhere near me. So hearing the stand-up comedian talk about it was like my exposure to it. Little Caesars, y'all already know. I think I'm going to go S tier. Long John Silver's. Honestly, I'm going to go B tier. My dad really likes Long John Silver's, and so I would go a lot as a kid, and it's good. McDonald's is consistent, so I'm gonna go A tier. Moe's Southwest Grill. Why do I feel like I have had it, but I don't remember it? So I really don't know. I'm gonna go D. Sorry, I just got a Slack, and it was the loudest thing I've ever experienced in my whole wide life. Subway. I have a song for my Subway order, and Subway is good. Like, sometimes you just really want a Subway sandwich. So I'm going to go A tier. Olive Garden also was like one of my favorite restaurants growing up, and I still really do like it. So I'm going to go S tier. I'm like breaking up the all white logos because I think it looks better to break them up. On the Border used to be like the only Mexican food place that I would go in, like in around my college area. So I feel like On the Border is kind of sentimental for me. I'll go A. Outback was my sister's favorite restaurant growing up. It's not really my favorite, but it's good. Certainly it deserves B tier in this lineup. Panda Express also, I think, deserves B tier. Pizza Hut. I really kind of don't like Pizza Hut. I think Pizza Hut is what we would get as a kid if we were ordering in pizza, but I feel like we have evolved to be more Domino's oriented, and I do kind of like Domino's. But I put it C tier. Could probably bump that up to B tier, and I'll put Pizza Hut C tier. Popeyes. I had an era where I really liked the Popeyes chicken sandwich. Which like didn't everyone in America. It was like selling out. Potbelly. I've had it like once or twice. I used to live above a Potbelly, actually. It's like fine, but I really can't even remember or tell you what I got. So I'm going to go C tier. Qdoba, I've never had. That was another Mexican food place that was like, it's like a chain that was around when I was in college. But I don't think I've ever had it. So I guess I should do C tier. Does kind of like make me feel like I'm like back in my college town though. Quiznos! I loved Quiznos as a kid, and I literally think it's just because I would get Sun Chips. But I really liked it. And I think it was because I would get my sandwiches toasted, which you can do at Subway, but I wouldn't ever. But like for whatever reason, when I had Quiznos, it was like fancy. Quiznos is what we would get, and I don't know why. But there were a couple times that we would pick up Quiznos before going down to Galveston for a dance recital. So that's like what it is in my head. Red Robin. The other day, someone was dragging their fries like crazy. It was like they can give you bottomless fries because they're the worst fries ever, and no one wants them. And unfortunately, like that does ring true for me. I don't really love their fries, so see. It's not awful. Roy Rogers, again, I don't know what it is. Unfortunately, everything I don't really know about has ended up on D tier. Ruby Tuesday, I know about it, but I couldn't tell you the last time I was there. Señor Frogs, love the name, haven't had it. I think this is Shake Shack. Shake Shack is really interesting to me because all of their burgers taste home grilled. And I don't know why other places wouldn't. And I don't know that I love a home grilled burger taste. But their chicken is actually really good. And I would say they're at least B tier. Yeah, they're pretty good. Sheets, made to order, fresh food. I don't know what that is, but it sounds good. But I'm going to put it D. Skyline Chili. Doesn't sound great to me. Sonic. One thing about me is I'm going to go and get a Route 44 Diet Coke with a lime. And that is one of my simple joys in life. And that's going to go ahead and be S tier, baby. Starbucks. They switched to Pebble Ice. And they kind of just not my favorite place to get coffee anymore, but I did work at Starbucks, and the baristas at Starbucks, like I'm actually like I could go S tier for Starbucks because of the baristas. So there you go. I'm going S tier for the baristas. Wingstop is S tier. Boom. Like, I actually love Wingstop so much. It's like one of my favorites. Steak and Shake. We had a Steak and Shake right by the movie theater. We may still. I kind of don't remember. But so like first time you like make plans with friends growing up, like go see a movie, and then you would walk across the parking lot to Steak and Shake, and then mom and dad would pick you up from Steak and Shake. That's Steak and Shake in my life. Taco Bell. Yes, ma'am. Miss Taco Bell is going to go ahead and be A tier. A tier, but I'm going to put it closer to the original trilogy. TGI Fridays. Kind of sad. Like, don't know what happened to them. We don't have any around here anymore, I don't think. And I do think they were really good. Like, I don't know. TGI Fridays is like Chili's, and I love a restaurant like that. Please overlook the fact that I ranked I put Applebee's B tier. Okay. But like I like restaurants like that. Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is just so Canada, Michigan, North. It's like almost a meme, and I think it's sweet. I'll go B though, because I'm not like a part of that, but I respect it. I see it. I think it's funny. Uno Pizzeria and Grill. I actually have had Uno a lot on vacations, and there was one I think by my grandpa's house growing up, and we have a lot of like Uno stories. Waffle House, you like actually can't beat the price. The food is really good. Like, it's so fun that you can just be like, no, yeah, actually I do want chocolate chips in my waffle. I'm going to go A tier. Wawa, never had it. Love the name. Wendy's, I could go B. And that's for the Baconator, baby. I already sorted White Castle, did I not? Yes, I did. I don't know what this chicken thing is. Zaxby's. I was just talking about how I literally could not tell you what a Zaxby's is. Oh, I accidentally sorted Bertucci's instead of Zaxby's. I don't know what Bertucci's is though, so. And I'll put White Castle with wherever I put it earlier. I think I put B tier. Yeah, I'm really bad at tier lists. But here's my tier list. Cool. Thanks for tuning in. This has been your daily Fun Friday live stream. And Monday is a holiday that the company observes. So I will not be live streaming on Monday. So I will check back in and see you Tuesday. Bye-bye. Have a good restful week.